Ice cream conversation. Ice cream conversation. Let's go. Forever on the grind all day, every day. Ice cream combos, always real, they never play. Download the podcast, listen on any day. Why didn't I do this sooner? Only thing you ever say. Xaviera, best host of all time. All of the faithful listeners will say they never lie. Check every story they run, like me with the rhymes. When other shows report anything, it should be a crime. Entertainment news, yeah, I gotta get mine from ICC, and you should be inclined to do the same if you got half a mind. I do co-sign this lady to shine like Frankenstein. Cut it the day design. IceCreamCombos.com. Tune in. Yeah. This influence by IceCreamCombos.com.
Hello, and welcome to the Ice Cream Convos podcast, where we serve delicious scoops of entertainment and celebrity news. I am your host, Xaviera, and today's episode is sponsored by Self-Lender. Now, with Self-Lender, you can do three things. You can join and become a member and check your credit score. You can apply for a credit builder account with a payment plan that fits your budget, and you can save. At the end of your plan, your savings unlocks and you have created a credit history. So shout out to Self-Lender. Visit selflender.com for more information. So I'm super excited to be back. I know it's been such a long time since the last time I did a podcast. I am almost ashamed, but I'm happy to be here. I'm happy that you're tuning in. And I just feel like, there's so much we got to catch up on. I mean, it's been so long. So what have I been doing in the meantime? Oh, I'm so glad you asked. Well, my hair's been graying. I've been working on my booty my booty stick out like my belly do. Just a bunch of fun and exciting things. I'm a dance mom. I told you guys about that. So I've been very busy with Destiny, the ICC Junior CEO. She's in the dance company, so I've been very busy with her with that. I did a little bit of traveling. I went to LA. I went to New York for the Acrimony screening. I went to LA to visit the set of NBC. And I just been on, I love to go to the movies. So I go to a lot of movie screenings locally here in Atlanta. And hopefully I'll be headed out to Chicago in September. So I've been keeping busy and equally as stressed out. But I am excited to announce that I'm going to start doing some blogging workshops. I'm going to start releasing some ebooks, just sharing some of the things that I've learned along the way with, being in business with Ice Cream Convos for 8 long years. So I'm excited to share some of the knowledge that I've attained along the way, and hopefully it can help you maybe launch a podcast, maybe launch a blog, and do something that make some coins with your own website. I mean, it never hurts. I mean, there's enough room out here for all of us, even though sometimes some bloggers will lead you to believe that blogging is like the Hunger Games, and it is for some, but I don't partake in the reindeer games. I just stay in my own corner of the internet, do what I got to do, and keep it at that. So I hope all of you have been doing well and blessed since the last time that we've gotten together. Before I go any further, just want to let you guys know, outside of the podcast, you can stay connected with me and Ice Cream Convos by following us on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter. We are Ice Cream Convos across the board. On Instagram, we have the stupid little underscore at the end, only because we lost our page due to some shenanigans and whatnot that I'd rather not, dig into Black history about. But so just connect with us there. I will also make a conscious effort to start putting out more video content on YouTube. So I'm gonna need y'all, to clutch your prayer cloth and pray for me on that one, because I don't know about getting on video every day, but I put it on my little vision board. So I'm going to see if the Lord give me the vision on that one, but I don't know. But just, we're out there, we're YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Tumblr, we're everywhere. So just make sure you stay connected with Ice Cream Convos. And for those of you who care what I got going on outside of the blog, feel free to follow me on Facebook, or you can Follow me, I think, Instagram. On Instagram, I am Xaviera _ ice cream convos. If you have no clue how to spell my name, put in ice cream convos and you'll see me. I got a white dress on with flowers and my hair is done and I got on makeup for a change. And you can just connect with me there. Just watch me drink on the weekends and go to dance competitions and try not to complain about some of the things that piss me off in life. But yeah, so let's connect there. Yeah, that'd be cool. All right, guys. So you know what we do when we get together. We usually talk about some of the top stories in entertainment and celebrity news. So I am excited to dig in because there's a lot going on. And I contemplated over how much I should dig into, being as though it's been so long since I've been gone. But I guess we'll just dig into the most recent stuff. So today I posted a story on icecreamconvos.com about Tamar Braxton on Delta. Now, Tawanda posted a video on social media over the weekend claiming that Tamar Braxton was a victim of flying while black. According to Tawanda, this pilot for Delta ridiculed Tamar on the flight for no apparent reason under the sun whatsoever. The video picks up with the flight attendant giving Tamar a good talking to. In case you missed it, I'm going to roll this beautiful beam footage for you to hear this pilot give Tamar a nice little talking to.
Here's how this works. My flight attendants work for me. They give orders that come from me. Okay? Yes. And so if you get an instruction from a flight attendant, I need to know that you are willing and able to do what you're told to do. Are you willing and able to do what you're told to do by a flight attendant? Don't ask me any questions. Answer yes or no.
What's the way I said yes?
Okay, thank you.
I would like...
Child, he gathered her right quick. And then she was like, but now here's the thing. I know that black folks are discriminated against left and right every single day of the week that ends in the letter Y. But there are some cases where I have to pause for the cause before I grab my little banner and take to the streets and protest. Now, I feel like I'm kind of caught up because I don't want to be like, child, y'all know how Tamar get down. Y'all know how Tamar acts. So 9 times out of 10, she probably was on that flight doing the most because, I mean, I don't know about you, but every flight that I've been on, the only time I see the pilot is when I'm getting on the plane and when I'm getting off the plane. And I'll be like, thank you so much, Mr. Pilot, for not making me throw up because I suffer from, motion sickness. But thank you so much, Mr. Pilot. And he'd be like, ma'am, thank you. God bless. Those are the only 2 times I see the pilot. So I want to know what happened or what transpired on that aircraft that would prompt a pilot to come out of the cockpit to give Tamar Braxton a stern talking to. Now, there are some people or some rumors or theories or whatever floating around on the internet that said, she had a blanket over her head or she had a hoodie on and she refused to take it off despite the flight attendant asking her to do so. I saw one theory that said Tamar was drunk as a skunk on the flight, allegedly. There were a lot of different versions of what led up to this pilot coming to give Tamar a stern talking to. Do I feel like it was a case of flying while black? No. And, there are a lot of things that happen in a lot of instances where, my people are discriminated against, but we can't be throwing out these pump fakes, because then it kind of dilutes real issues and real people who have been discriminated against. When Tawanda posted the video, she wrote, Tamar got ridiculed by a pilot for flying while black on Delta. Wow. I guess being a diamond and double million miler don't matter. At Delta, shame on you. Hashtag, why are people so mad? Hashtag, flying while black. Hashtag, shaking my head. Well, Delta responded and was like, Tawanda, our employees reflect our culture of treating people with dignity, all people, and respect. And if we weren't doing that, we aren't doing our job. We're looking into it now, and please DM here for additional assistance. So I don't know what the outcome of it was. I know Tawanda was on social media talking about they filed a police report and they may take legal action and all kind of other stuff. But I really want to know, for my own good spirit, what happened prior to that pilot coming out of that cockpit to give Tamar a stern talking to. So feel free to let me know in the comments, and anywhere on the podcast, or you could visit the website, or you could visit our conversation on Instagram and Facebook about this particular situation. And just let me know what you think really led up to Captain America coming out that cockpit to see about Tamar. Because I don't know. I could be wrong, but I'm sorry. When somebody has a history of acting out, you tend to feel like they was showing out or cutting up. And that's what led to this particular instance. But I'm not going to say for certain because I wasn't there. But I sure would like to know what happened. Just out of my nosy curiosity. What else is going on? Did y'all see where Amina Butterfly blasted Peter Gunz because he missed Corey's 4th birthday party in Hamburg, Germany? Bruh. Hamburg. Like, I could see if, like, it was in the Bronx and Peter was like, uptown, baby, and missed it. But I mean, we talking about Germany. Like, I would have had to shoot her a hot text message and use an emoji like, sis, I don't know. What day is the birthday party again? Cause the way the first of the month is set up, I don't know, girl. But I mean, I understand it is Peter's baby. But at the same time, Amina, I can't cry for you, Argentina, because you already knew what you were dealing with when you got in bed with Peter Gunz when he was already with Tara. You married the man under whatever pretense y'all had. I don't know if it was really for a green card or if y'all was really in love or he had promised you a better record deal. I don't know. But you had 2 babies by the man. The first baby was a trial run. If you saw, he was kind of borderline teetering on an absentee father with the first one. I don't know why you double down. But you're here now. No sense in crying over spilt milk and watching it spoil on the floor. But Peter Gunz took to social media, and this is the part that cracked me up. You have these dads and moms too, because some of y'all, some deadbeat moms too, be kicking it on the weekend with your kids and acting like you're a full-time mom. But you have these dads, and I call them IG dads and IG moms, IG grandmas, IG aunties, whatever they are. They hop on social media and put on a show with their kids to get the, oh my gosh, you are such a good daddy, Peter. I knew they had you all wrong. When, first of all, you pulled the picture off of somebody else's page of the kid, and then you're trying to make it look like you're all dedicated. Now, I'm not saying this is Peter's particular situation, but based on Amina's reaction, I don't think I'm too far off. Peter posted a photo of Corey in her princess dress, and he said, couldn't make it to Hamburg, Germany to bring in my baby girl's 4th birthday, so I'm sending my love and wishes for you to have a very happy birthday, and I will be waiting for you in LA. Amina was like, you ain't gonna be waiting for nobody in LA. You ain't gonna be there when we get back, just like you wasn't there last month, the month before that, the month before that. Despite saying you will. Post on here, but not one call. Saying you was going to come to Germany when we knew you wasn't going to make it is whack. And honestly, in the past, I've been disappointed by you lots. But this is the first time, Peter. It is the very first time in my life I was disappointed in you as a father. So I was like, ooh. So then she ended by saying, we good. We get it. And we will be fine. My daughters got all they need. Deuces. Let me tell you something. The biggest jab you can tell a man is that you and your babies is fine and y'all don't need him. Like, you don't have to need him because you a grown woman. You know what I'm saying? You doing your thing. You strumming your guitar. You singing your little tunes. You on iTunes and stuff. But to tell a man that his children don't need him, if he a real man, that burned deep down in his nether region. Only if he a real man. Because you got some dudes out here that be like, well, 2 tears in the bucket. Fucking, I don't care. The kids don't need me. I don't need them either. I'm headed to the club. But a real father, that will hurt him to the core. First of all, why is all this transpiring on social media? Now, I'm not mad to be entertained on a Monday or Sunday afternoon. But what I'm saying is, why is all of this on social media? So Peter attempted to come back and try to save face. Yes, instead of leaving well enough alone, he came back and tried to save face one more again. He wrote, I tried everything in my power to make it to Germany, and I'm so sorry I can't make it to LA on a regular basis. But one thing that's for certain is I do the very best I can for my family. Here's where his explanation goes completely left. I'm sure Jazz, Gina, Erica, Tara, Pookie, Ray, John, sorry, I got a little carried away, can point out me missing a few birthdays right here in the States. What I suggest is that you FaceTime me or call me. We gave the world enough of our personal business, and they are over this storyline. Until then, peace. Bruh, when you trying to plead your case that you are not a deadbeat and or absentee father, the last thing you need to tell one baby mama to do is powwow with all the other baby mamas, all 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 of them, to see how good or bad of a daddy you been to their children versus how good or bad of a daddy you been to my children. I don't know what's wrong with Dirty Feet Pete. Like, sometimes I'm like, Peter, like, because, you know, for a little bit, I thought he may have been putting on for his city and acting while on Love and Hip Hop, you know, just to keep the ratings going, keep Mona happy, you know, keep the cesspool of nonsense, you know, flowing through the sewage. But I am truly convinced that this, like, super grown, almost giving somebody the worms ass man is really, like, insane in his membrane. You gonna tell one baby mama to check with the other baby mama so they can compare notes about how raggedy of a dad you are? Bruh. I don't know. But listen, at the end of the day, he didn't make it to the party. And then he went live on Instagram yesterday and held a Q&A to further explain his case. He said he was only doing so to clear his name because he don't want people to think that he's a raggedy dad. Hashtag too late. It's just too late. But either way, Corey had a wonderful Cinderella-themed birthday. She looked very happy in her princess dress. And if you want to see a few pictures and videos, feel free to visit icecreamconvos.com. I got it all there for your viewing pleasure. But in the meantime, I need Amina and Peter to do better. Like, she didn't even have to respond to that. But I guess she said, you ain't going to stunt for the gram acting like you daddy of the year over here. Because that's not what's happening. But it is what it is. Oh, real quick, before I go any further, I need to pause for the cause. Shout out to LeBron James for opening his I Promise school in Akron, Ohio yesterday. Hold on, a round of applause for LB. Come on. Like, round of applause. Listen. No more slander will be tolerated about LeBron James' hairline. I don't care if he missed free throws. I don't care if he don't get another ring. This man has done something absolutely wonderful for Akron. Let me just tell you some of the things that are going down inside his I Promise school. First things first, all the children attending the school, free tuition. On top of that, free uniforms, free bicycle and helmet, free transportation within 2 miles, free breakfast, lunch, and snacks, a food pantry for their family, GED and job placement services for the parents, and guaranteed tuition to the University of Akron for every student who graduates. Hold on. I got to do it again. More applause. I'm sorry. I got to do it. That is freaking fantastic. LeBron James, you deserve all the praise that you are receiving. This is such a beautiful example. Like, he set the bar. Now, I'm going to need all y'all to try to play catch up. All y'all with all this money, stop getting on social media, showing me your fancy cars, showing me your shoes, showing me your clothes, your jewelry, all this hair that they done glued to your head, you know, showing me your new boobs you done bought or your new booty you inflated. Now y'all spreading y'all hips out, and I'm trying to get rid of my hips, but y'all spreading your hips out. Y'all showing all this other, like, non-important materialistic things when this man is literally making a change. Like, this is an absolute change that he is making in his hometown, and it is going to affect children and families. This is huge. This is really, really huge, and I need everyone to recognize just how huge it is. And I hope that it inspires more people. I hope that it inspires more people who have the money, who have the means, who have the access to start doing things that completely impact the community, rather trying to impact your timeline on social media to try to impress me, child. I don't care. I got past due bills. So I don't care what you flaunting and flexing on the internet. Do something that's going to make a change that will go down from generation to generation. He is changing families. He got the kids in school and then he going to get the parents a job. Child, okay. Congratulations to LeBron James. I have to take a moment to salute him for that, because that is huge. Now, speaking of flexing and stunting, shout out to Cardi B and Offset. Now, they welcomed their little baby girl, Culture. And we have yet to see baby Culture, but I'm just going to assume, based off of my spidey senses, that she's a little cutie, because if you mix, Cardi and Offset together, I see some cuteness coming out of that, that blend right there. But Culture's parents got matching Lambos last week. I forgot what color. Now Cardi's is blue and Offset's, I believe it's green. Hold on. Checking my Carfax report. Yes. Offset's is a lime green and Cardi's is like a blue. So they got these matching Lambos, and I think they said something like his and hers or something. But some media outlets were reporting that they leased the Lambos. Okay, whatever, because I'm not even in a position to lease a Lambo, so I have no thoughts or opinions on them leasing a Lambo. Well, I will say, when I posted a photo of Cardi and Offset with their new Lambos, a lot of fans with the endings of Minaj or Barbs or so made their way to our Instagram page, which is Instagram.com/ice cream convos with _. They made their way to the page and was saying things like, it's leased anyway, though. She couldn't afford to buy one. So I was like, okay, but I don't have one. So, sis, what point you making right now? So anyway, I did see, some hate. I saw some salt being thrown, a lot of shade being thrown. Well, apparently the same salt, shade, and hate was thrown directly at Cardi, and she got in her feelings and went to social media. And this child, and I say child as in child, not like a child, but child, this child posted her bank statement on social media to prove that she did not lease that car, that she bought it cash. She wrote, wait, what happened? I lease what? When you go to Wells Fargo and withdraw the whole car payment. And sure enough, here it is. Withdrawal July 27th. $548,736.97 was withdrawn from her Wells Fargo account, I guess, to go buy her car. So, the crazy part was, after she posted the bank statement, she later deleted it. After she posted the bank statement and all the blogs grabbed it, scooped the picture up and scooped the story up and took off and ran with it, people were still clowning her for not leasing the car. So people got her in her feelings to the point of posting her own bank statement because they accused her of leasing the car. So then she jumps out the window and goes beyond the Call of Duty. Sis was all the way running through Fortnite with this one. She goes beyond the Call of Duty, runs through Fortnite, posts her bank statement, and still got clowned for buying the car rather than leasing it, because everyone knows a car loses value the moment you drive it off the lot. So it was sis, you can't win for losing. And for the life of me, I am someone who wears my heart on my sleeve. I stay submerged deep in my feelings like a Frank Ocean song. So I'm not going to try to pass judgment and act like some of the things that are even said to me on social media don't make me want to, grease my face up, braid my hair, and catch a serious case of Twitter fingers, Insta fingers, or Facebook fingers. But at the end of the day, Cardi B, child, you just had a baby. You got married. We found out about that a little later, but you got married and you are out here living your best life. I wouldn't go back and forth with you. Child, please. Let alone, I just don't know how far I would go to prove a hater wrong. Literally, sit down and just ask yourself for a second. How far are you willing to go to prove a hater wrong? How much do you care when you say you don't care? Because Cardi, I like Cardi. I think Cardi is entertaining. I think Cardi is funny. I think Cardi is authentic. I'm so happy just to watch her whole Cinderella story of how she just blew up from social media to becoming a chart-topping, record-breaking rapper. At the same time, I feel like she needs counseling. And I don't mean that in a derogatory way. I mean, she needs to sit down to talk to someone that can help her not care so much. She is devoting so much unnecessary energy to her haters. She is devoting so much energy to her critics, to people who just ain't gonna like her. And it's funny because a long time ago, I heard Charlemagne, and we're gonna talk about him in a minute too. I heard Charlemagne say, listen, it's the 10 rule. I think he said something like, I think he said like, 4 people are going to love you. No, I think he said 3 people are going to love you, 3 people are going to hate you, and 4 people are going to be undecided and couldn't care less. He was like, listen, don't care about the 3 that love you because you already got them in the bag. Don't care about the 3 that hate you because you're not going to change their mind no matter what you do. Go after the 4 people who are undecided. Those are the people who are teetering on the fence, and you have a chance of winning them over or you have a chance of turning them off. Now, while I agree with that to a certain point, I ain't gonna act like I'm ignoring the 3 people who holding me down. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody ain't gonna hold you down. Now, the 3 people that don't like me, y'all can kiss my grits. But I ain't gonna front on the 3 people that's been holding me down from day one. Shout out to my day one ICCers who've been riding with me through the ups and downs. But with that being said, I think Cardi really needs to talk to someone to help her get to the root of why she cares so much. Like, she has accomplished so much and God has been so good to her for her to be wasting energy and time and posting bank statements. Sis, you know how quick people are? Somebody could scan that bank statement and find your account number somewhere that you forgot to scribble off, child. Next thing you know, or either tap, yo, sis. I heard Shonda, little sister, work at Wells Fargo. Can you have her tap into this? Don't play like that. Like, don't even let people know where you bank. Like, that's, people too shiesty and crazy and too sneaky. I wouldn't let nobody know where I was banking at, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. I'm just going to speak on the Charlemagne stuff real quick. Charlemagne's 2001 rape case resurfaced when the alleged victim said that she was planning to see if she can get the case reopened and take legal action against him. And it's funny, I was most surprised. Like I said, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this, but I just wanted to tell you what I was most surprised about. I was most surprised about how Pandora's box opened on Charlemagne about this particular case. I knew about this case because he talked about it all the time. Like, it wasn't something that he tried to bury and then someone unearthed it and was like, what? Oh, Charlemagne, you talk about everybody and everything, but you ain't say nothing about this. Like, he talked about that case all the time, even in his book. And so I thought everybody was well versed in this case, or at least was aware of the case. But people were acting like shocked and clutching their pearls and digging up court transcripts and DNA records and all kind of stuff. And they really was trying to cancel Charlemagne out here in these streets. But, I guess he tried to ride the wave, weather the wave, not ride it, because those are two different things. He tried to weather the storm is what I'll say. He tried to weather the storm when the case was reopened and rehashed, and he sat tight. Some of the legal people or whatever in South Carolina said, no, this case will not be reopened. He did take a plea deal to, I think, contributing to the delinquency of minors. He emphatically denies raping this girl, but he did say that he did throw a party that created an environment where someone could have gotten sexually assaulted, and he did apologize for that. But I'll let y'all dig into all that tea. But I was just most shocked by the amount of people who appeared to have not known anything about that case. But I mean, a lot of people aren't fans of Charlemagne, so once it went down, I guess, it was time to go ahead and cancel his ass like Nino. But so the last thing that I heard about the case was that the victim's rape kit did not find Charlamagne's DNA in it. So with that being said, he feels exonerated or whatever. I don't know, y'all. But shout out to Floyd Mayweather Sr.'s daddy. Like, he out here living his best life. Like, in 1 year, he got a new wife and a 1-year-old baby. Apparently, Floyd Mayweather Sr. Tied the knot back in February in Las Vegas in one of those little drive-through type of wedding chapels. And he married his boo. Her name is Lois Ann Roberts. If that don't sound like somebody's nana. But, I mean, he is somebody's pawpaw and somebody's daddy. Like, I'm just like, okay, like, Floyd Mayweather Sr. is 65 years old. And he got a 1-year-old baby. And the girl who had that baby by Floyd Mayweather's daddy, I can't remember how old she is. If I remember correct, I don't want to lie on the girl, but I can't remember how old she is. But I will tell you this, she's a tenderoni. So while I pray the baby is doing fine, I'm gonna need sis to go get checked for the worms. Y'all don't be acting like y'all don't know what the worms is. But she tried to secure the bag. Somebody said in the comments, and I love my ICC friends, that she smashed the wrong Floyd if she was trying to secure a bag. But the younger Floyd too smart to slip up like that, But anyway, I just want to send prayers up for Kanye West's father, Mr. Ray West. That felt like a tongue twister. Mr. Ray West. It was initially reported that he was diagnosed with stomach cancer, but it turns out it's prostate cancer. Not a lot of details are available, which they shouldn't be because that's a private matter. But just send up prayers for Kanye's daddy. I know, we kind of canceled Kanye, but just a prayer for his father wouldn't hurt. Will Smith. Now, I love me some Will Smith. Will Smith make me feel like I'm not living life right. And not that I'm not living right, but I'm not living life right. Now, again, Will Smith is another one of those people who have access and opportunity and spendage and coinage way ahead, light years beyond my existence. But man, I tell you something, Will Smith out here living. That man living. The man did the Kiki Do You Love Me challenge on top of a bridge in Budapest. Now he's going to take it to the next level and he's going to bungee jump over the Grand Canyon on his 50th birthday. And he's going to live stream it for us to watch it. First thought that came to mind, Hillary, will you marry me? Splat. You remember that from the Fresh? You remember that from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? Like, ooh, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Let me take a sip of water because my lips trying to stick to my teeth. I don't know what's going on. Okay, sorry. Don't mind me. Okay. So it reminds me of the episode of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air where Hillary's, dude, Trevor, tried to do this elaborate proposal and ended up bungee jumping and killing himself. But hopefully that will not be Will's case. Jada, just make sure you got the insurance straight. And I guess I'll be tuned in to watch Will Smith bungee jump. And in addition to that, he's writing a book. And he said, I plan to tell y'all all my business. He is teaming up with Mark Manson, the author of The Subtle Art of Not Giving a F. He's teaming up with him to write a book. So I don't know if it's going to be a memoir, if it's going to be something inspirational, if it's going to be self-help. I don't know. But either way, I'm here for it. Listen, Big Willie from Philly can't do no wrong in my eyes. So I will be here for that book. I contemplated whether or not I was going to talk about this because it's a little bit old, but I'm going to go ahead and address it since we already here. R. Kelly with this 19-minute song. I admit. First thing I want to admit about the song is I admit that I made it through 10 minutes of the song. I listened to 50% of the song, maybe 51% of the song. And I'm ashamed to admit that. But for research purposes and because of what I do, it would only behoove me to listen to the song so I can come talk to y'all about it. I'm going to say this. I like R. Kelly's music a lot. The greatest sex I ever had was My Damn Song. Because he said, inside of your walls there would dwell a Capricorn. I'm a Capricorn, born December 30th, 1970 something. That was my jam. I was here for 12 Play. I was here for TP2. I was here for all R. Kelly's music. But then the allegations came out. And then when the allegations came out or came to light, or when I became aware of them, when the tape dropped. Y'all remember the tape. Don't look at me like that. Like we see each other. Y'all know what tape I'm talking about. So when the tape came out, I was like, dang. So ever since I knew that this tape, I saw the tape. And I'm not proud to admit it, but I did see the tape. You ain't gonna tell me that is not allegedly R. Kelly, allegedly to avoid lawsuits. You are not gonna tell me that's not allegedly R. Kelly in that videotape. Damn his brother, damn his cousin, whoever else in the neighborhood. You not gonna tell me that I wasn't looking at a Robert. I don't know, I'm not gonna say Robert Kelly for legal purposes, but I was looking at a Robert, okay? And after that, I just never looked at him the same. It just wasn't the same for me because I got 2 daughters. And while some of his jams come on the radio and I'll be like, damn, I want to dance to this. Step in the name of love. I'll be like, shoot, I shouldn't be step, side to side. But I shouldn't. No, I feel conflicted. But what I did say I was going to do going forward, I wasn't going to spend no coin with R. Kelly. I wasn't going to no R. Kelly concerts. I wasn't going to fund his little Peter Piper parade is what I decided. I was no longer funding it. Now, with that being said, I can't deny that R. Kelly is a talented man. At the same time, I cannot deny where there is always smoke, it gotta be a fire somewhere. Good grief. Can someone check the batteries in the fire alarm? Like there's always smoke, and the smoke progresses and the smoke changes, but the smoke is always the same type of smoke. Some tenderoni smoke, underage smoke, weird, freaky smoke. It's always the same type of smoke. So he releases this song, 19-minute song, I admit. And I was hoping that the song would have been some type of, I don't want to use the word confession, but just some type of acknowledgement, maybe, of the flaws, some acknowledgement of maybe not always doing the right thing, or maybe doing some things that are not that, I don't know. I just don't know I just was hoping for some type of acknowledgement, like just acknowledge something. But then I do realize acknowledgement could lead to indictments. But either way, just acknowledge your wrongdoing. So instead, the song came across like very arrogant, snarky. He tried to make you go into your feelings bag, your empathy bag. But I'm sorry, I forgot the username and password on my empathy codes. I don't know. It was like he was trying, but it came across so boastful and arrogant. Like he was like, oh, I F my girlfriend's best friend, and my mama this, and I was touched. I was 14. And then when he started on how black women need to do better supporting black men. I support plenty of strong, upstanding, wonderful black men who I wouldn't be afraid of them coming near my daughters. Okay? So with that being said, what you're not going to do is flip the script and try to turn this on black women not holding down a black man. The problem is you holding down black women, children, allegedly. So that's the problem. But anyway, I'm not going to get on R. Kelly because it make my blood pressure go up and I start stuttering and then my mouth starts salivating extra because I'm emotional and all that. But I don't know. The thing that confuses me most is we all have celebrities that we are fans of. But I cram to understand how some of y'all will blindly, like I'm talking about Ray Charles to the Helen Keller mixed with a little Stevie Wonder, y'all will blindly support R. Kelly in spite of everything. And my thing is, if you want to support him, that's cool. But don't jump out the window and call every accuser a liar, every parent a liar who trying to make a come up. Like y'all can't be that oblivious to what is in front of your face. But I was like, I need R. Kelly type fans in my life. Like, I need I need people to go hard for ICC the way some of y'all go hard for R. Kelly. And my question is, for every single woman who gets on my social media pages and cuss folks out, throw shade at me, try to drag me by my curly ponytail, I just have one question for those women, because it's usually always women. You got a few men that have come in, a few men who also like young girls and young women. You have a few men that come in and be like, oh, leave R. Kelly alone, this some BS, blah, 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 blah. But it's mainly women. And when you look at them, it's a certain demographic of women as far as age, race, sometimes weight. It's a certain, you can always tell an R. Kelly fan, like they fit the criteria, like those die hard, go hard in the paint. I don't care if he did marry Aaliyah when she was 16 years old, 15 years old. Like those fans, they are something else. And I apologize if you've been supporting ICC for years and you're one of those type of R. Kelly fans. I sincerely don't mean to offend, but I'm just calling it like I see it. And that's the way I see it. And my question is, would you leave your daughter with him? If you love R. Kelly and you believe he's so innocent, and you love R. Kelly and you believe everybody under the sun lying on him and everybody's parents lying on him and all these girls that done escape whatever he had going on over there at that house, if you believe all of them are lying, my question to you would be, would you leave your daughter with R. Kelly? And then based off of your answer, then you can go ahead and, take that in your prayer closet or go to the upper room with Jesus. I don't know. But it is what it is. Drea Kelly. Well, I say Drea, but I think it's Andrea. Andrea Kelly, R. Kelly's ex-wife. After he released the 19-minute song, she took to social media and wrote her own 19-minute remix. I mean, it wasn't 19 minutes, but she wrote her own I Admit remix. And I like Andrea. I met her a few times and she's very sweet, and I was here for her and I was clapping and I shed a little tear with her when she broke down crying and she finally spoke out about the abuse that she suffered during her marriage to R. Kelly, mentally and physically. I was so proud of her for speaking out, for finally saying something, because if anybody know, it'd be his ex-wife, because all these allegations, shenanigans, everything popping off, and she was like, her lips were sealed like chapstick. And I'm like, sis, like, where you stand? Like, where do you stand on this? But then I thought about it and I said, you know what? Either he got a gag order on her, or she trying to keep her spousal support intact, or she does not want to speak ill of her children's father, especially when they're kind of on the younger side. Well, apparently they all old enough now, or either the spousal support done ran out or something. Because sis is telling it from the mountaintop. She is telling it from the mountaintop. She telling it from the Quick Trip. She telling it from Chipotle. She telling it from Payless. She telling it anywhere somebody gonna listen to her tell that R. Kelly had done abused her and that she's a survivor of domestic violence. She gonna do it. Now, while I applaud her for speaking out and, speaking out about domestic violence, because there are still so many women who are in those situations who need someone to be strong for them to say, okay, they were strong, I was strong, I can get out too. So I applaud her for that. But in the same token, it's starting to feel like, and I'm saying starting to feel like, to moi, it's starting to feel like it's almost her claim to fame now. It's like, this is what's keeping her relevant. This is what's keeping her in headlines. This is what's keeping her in the blogs. For her to write a remix to his I Admit song, like, sis, really, like, who's your ghostwriter? But anyway, what bothered me in her remix was when she said, she said to R. Kelly, yes, your mom is looking down on you from heaven and she's probably rolling over in her grave. Skirt, 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 skirt. Oh, skirt, skirt, skirt. Hold on. Now, she could have said anything she wanted to say about R. Kelly. She could have called him a pedo. She could have called him a molesto. She could have called him anything under the sun, abuser, anything, all of the above. Okay. But I have an issue with people speaking on the deceased, especially his mama had nothing to do with what he is doing now. And I get the concept. I get it. I get the concept of your mother would disapprove so much of what you're doing or allegedly doing down here that she's probably I can't stand that phrase. As someone who lost my mom when I was young, rule number 1 is you never speak on somebody's mama dead or alive. Point blank, period. I don't care how mad you are. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. IDC college. I don't care. You do not speak on someone's mother. And especially in the tone of rolling over in her grave. Like, I don't like that at all, man. I don't like, I know R. Kelly is pretty much a piece of ish, but dang it, man. Not his mama. No. And that's where I drew the line with Andrea. And I also drew the line with her when after she wrote this little remix, she tagged every single blog, every single media outlet she could think of. And she ain't tag us because she don't mess with us. I guess people know, at ICC, I will give you the scoop. Some of it is messy just by default, but ICC is not considered a messy blog, if that makes sense. So sometimes I got to give you some scoop that is might be categorized as messy, but we're not a messy site. Like, I don't go looking for mess to be like, oh, y'all, look what such and such said to such and such. I don't go looking for mess. If it's a huge story that I just can't ignore and it is messy, then it is what it is. But I don't go looking for mess. So she didn't tag me. And I'm totally fine with that. I posted it, and I also let y'all know that I think that she is on an attention-seeking mission at this point, because when you start writing messy stuff and then tagging blogs, okay, girl, all right, Andrea, like, it's whatever. Stevie J and Faith Evans got married. I'd be lying to kick it if I didn't say this. I felt like this was a huge publicity stunt. I do. Do I feel like they have love for each other? Absolutely. They've known each other for 25 years and they were messing around and bumping nether regions and doing the nasty and having Mr. Nasty time with the beefcake and all that other good stuff soon as she got home. And so I do know that there is an attraction there. There is a love there. But again, man, it's one of those things where it just feels like, sis, like, that was Biggie's man's, but Biggie gone. And to be fair, Biggie did Faith dirty while he was alive because he was sleeping with Lil' Kim and Charlie Baltimore and whoever else she caught him in a hotel room with. So, I guess I can kind of give her a pass on that, that was his man's. But after they had that relationship, her and Stevie had that first relationship, Stevie J went on the Breakfast Club and clear as day said that he felt like he crossed the line by dating Faith Evans because they had been friends so long. So I was like, okay, this is okay. You didn't think about that ahead of time, but okay. I know sometimes the liquor get good, the Becky on the table. So, you might cross the line sometimes. And then the next morning you be like, ooh, child, we ain't gonna tell nobody about this. We're gonna go about our business and you're gonna keep on being my son's godfather. But then fast forward, next thing I know, we hear they got a marriage license. Wait a minute. What in the Mona Scott Young is going on? A marriage license. Okay. Marriage license. Cool. Then they get the marriage license. Then 15 minutes later, it's like, oh, no. They married. Sis, what? Faith Renee Evans, you did what with Stephen Jordan? You got married. Las Vegas. Now, nothing screams publicity stunt or last minute or I didn't think this all the way through like getting married in Vegas. I'm sorry. It just, unless you have a Nevada driver's license, you getting married in Vegas screams like last minute decision, poor decision, something. I don't know. Unless you were truly already deeply in love. So if you got married in Vegas or something like that, please don't get offended, by that. But I'm just speaking on, y'all know where I'm going with this. Like, walk with me. But then Jocelyn took to social media and was like, oh, word. Cause let me drop this receipt off real quick. It was a text message of Stevie asking Jocelyn to marry him the Sunday before the Tuesday that he married Faith in Las Vegas. That's odd. That's a little odd. So then Stevie gets married. Him and Faith get married. And when I tell you, they are doing the absolute most on social media. Boomerangs, kissy faces, pictures of them laid up and all, everything hashtag the Jordans, hashtag the Jordans, hashtag the Jordans. And then when I saw the picture of them with Mona Scott Young, I said, the ink has dried on the contract. So I would say maybe coming this fall, maybe early January, you can expect a Stevie J and Faith Evans show, maybe called The Jordans, Meet the Jordans. But they have definitely secured the bag. Now, Faith Evans, I love Faith Evans. Faith Evans is from Jersey. I'm from Jersey. Faith Evans sing. I used to sing. Faith Evans, Mary J. Blige, and Kelly Price were my holy trinity. Point blank, period. But I'm just kind of disappointed in Faith. Because first, Faith was out. Now, Faith still got hits. Okay. Faith is R&B legendary status, right? But, when the well started drying up on sis, she reached back in her bag. And I said retch like my great grandmother. She reached back in her biggie bag and put out this duets album, The King and I. So she did the duets album and I'm like, oh, so you married somebody else. Y'all got married. Y'all got divorced. And then you reach back into your biggie bag when the album sales slow up to do a duets album with your first husband, who is one of the greatest rappers of all time, in order to secure a bag. So she went ahead and did that. I minded my business, kept my, my thoughts and feelings to myself. She released that. It didn't pop. I don't even know if it would. I don't know. So that didn't work. Okay, so now let me marry one of the most popular men in reality TV. Stevie J. And as far as Stevie J is concerned, he been searching for that Jocelyn magic ever since him and Jocelyn went their separate ways and had a baby and start fussing and fighting all over the place and going in and out of child support court. And the magic that I'm talking about is the magic that he and Jocelyn made on reality TV from their shenanigans, the booking out clubs. Like, they had a run. If there was a reality TV Bonnie and Clyde, it was Bonnie Bella's mama and Bonnie Bella's daddy. They was out here securing all kind of bags with their nonsense and tomfoolery. And it wasn't until Jocelyn probably used Rosetta Stone to read her contract and read the small print on her contract to realize that Stevie J had her hemmed up real bad. But I guess that's better than getting sent back to the strip club. I don't know. But I don't know what Stevie J and what's her name, Faith Evans. I don't know what type of ghetto games they playing out here. But I plan to sit in the guest suite and watch, from the top of the stadium, see what happens. But either way, I wish them the best until their show. Now watch what happens when they do a reality show and the show flops. Then that marriage is gonna go up in smoke. Not wishing it on them. I'm just saying. All right, so let's switch gears. Let's talk some TV scoop, because I love to watch TV. So last night, the first episode of Rest in Power, the Trayvon Martin story, aired on the Paramount Network. I also believe it aired simultaneously on BET. I really don't mess with BET like that, so I can't tell you, but it did air last night, and when I tell you, I was an emotional wreck. My heart, soul, and spirit were in shambles. It was like reliving the whole Trayvon Martin, his murder, because he was murdered. Don't sleep. It was like reliving it all over again. And I'm sitting at home thinking to myself, if I feel like this, imagine what his mama, his daddy, his grandmom, his brother, imagine what his family is feeling if I'm sitting here feeling like this. The first episode was very powerful, very strong, very informative. They came right out the gate letting you know that Sanford is on some special kind of bullshit down in Florida. Like, point blank, period. There is no other way to justify or explain the way they botched that case, the way they let Zimmerman just crip walk all up and down the same sidewalk where he killed Trayvon Martin and go home and sleep in his own bed like it wasn't nobody's business. It was just disgusting. And it showed his history of racism and his history of bigotry. And it was just a mess. It was just really a mess, but it was informative. And it's hard to watch, but we need to watch it because we need to remember what's going on out here. We need to not forget that there are still black men and young black boys being gunned down, shot in the back, and killed every single day over nonsense and BS. And the people responsible and the ones pulling the triggers are going home and having nice macaroni and cheese meals with their families. So if you missed that first episode, please try to find it on demand or something or other, because you definitely need to see it. It definitely needs to be watched. And kudos to Jay-Z and the Paramount Network and everyone responsible in having a hand in getting this docuseries done, because it needed to be done. It needed to be done. So just congratulations to them, because I feel like I'm getting riled up just even speaking on it again. But let me shift gears before I get mad. Netflix. Congratulations to Octavia Spencer and LeBron James again. LeBron James is out here securing all the bags. God darn it. Watch, in a minute he gonna get one of them hair plug for men bags, and then y'all gonna stop messing with his hairline. LeBron James and Octavia Spencer are joining forces to produce a limited series about Madam C.J. Walker, and Netflix has picked it up. Now, let me be clear. Limited series means that they are going in with the intent of only having one season. Point blank, period. Like, don't look for any renewals. If you start seeing things about cancellations, don't let these blogs hustle y'all and post stuff like, oh, the LeBron James and Octavia Spencer's Madam C.J. Walker series got canceled by Netflix. It didn't get canceled. It was only supposed to be one series. It was only supposed to be one season. So I saw that happen with what was the show called? 7 Seconds. And it had people up in arms. But it was a limited series, which means they had, even though they left the door wide open, I mean wide open, for another season, it was a limited series, which means there were no plans, no intentions whatsoever to make it into a second season. But then Netflix really threw a monkey wrench out when they released a statement saying that they chose not to renew it. What you mean? It was a limited series. You don't know what a limited series is? Y'all said it. But anyway. So yes, I'm very excited about this. Octavia Spencer will star as Madam C.J. Walker in the series along with producing it. So you better go, girl. You better do it. I love Octavia Spencer. She one of my aunties in my head. She just don't know it yet. OWN has released the explosive season 3 trailer for Greenleaf. The new season will welcome Patti LaBelle. It will also welcome our homie Rob Riley, and it looks pretty. It's a lot going on. It's a lot. So you definitely want to go ahead and check out the season 3 trailer before the special 2-night premiere on August 28th. Oh no. OWN knows they love throwing out a special 2-night season premiere. They do it every season with Queen Sugar, and now they're doing it with OWN. Speaking of Netflix, Ozark season 2. If you have not watched Ozark, you are doing yourself a disservice, and you still have time to play catch up, because the new season of Ozark premieres on August 31st on Netflix, and they have dropped the brand spanking new trailer. You can watch it at icecreamconvos.com, and it looked like it's going to be super hella good. But at the same time, when I was watching the trailer, I was like, this show is dark. And I don't mean storyline. I mean literally dark. I don't know what kind of filter they got on Ozark, but it made me feel like I need to take a antidepressant. I don't know, but Ozark is a great show. If you have not watched it, handle your business. I don't know if you heard, but Lala Anthony has teamed up with BET to produce a documentary called Killer Curves, Bodies to Die For. And so I'm here for that because it basically, the series is going to be about black market plastic surgery, namely the booty shots and booty implants or cement fillers, whatever y'all getting done in these back alleys or somebody's basement. But that's what the documentary is going to be about. And when I posted it, y'all cold as ice, because my ICC friends was like, well, if Lala ain't gonna talk about her own butt, then we ain't watching. And I was like, yikes. Back to Netflix. Altered Carbon. It's like a sci-fi futuristic flick type thing. It was very good. One of my homegirls' husbands put me on and I watched it and I was like, this is good. They have renewed the series for a season 2 and they have announced that Anthony Mackie will star in the leading role. Come on, Melanation. Let's go, Melanin. So I'm very excited about that as well. And Robin Roberts, she has inked a deal with Lifetime to produce films and docuseries and documentaries and all kind of other good stuff over there, some original content for Lifetime. But the projects that I'm most excited about is Robin Roberts is producing, I don't know if it's going to be a docuseries or a documentary or a film, but it's going to be about Kamaya Mobley, the young lady who was, I guess you would say kidnapped. She was kidnapped at birth. And she was returned back to her family when she was 18, and her family been beefing ever since. So yeah. And she's also going to do a film about Mahalia Jackson, legendary gospel singer. So that's going to be awesome. I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the TV scoop by congratulating Kendrick Lamar. Do I need to pull up some round of applause for Kendrick? Because Kendrick Lamar showed his whole behind on Power. Like, Kendrick Lamar did such an amazing job in his acting debut on Power this past Sunday. If you haven't had a chance to see it, go ahead and watch the episode, or either you can get online, because good Lord, yeah, everybody just posting the clips all over the internet. So if you ain't down for a spoiler alert, I suggest you go ahead and maybe go on a social media hiatus until you watch, because the clips are everywhere. But Kendrick did a great job. He played the role of a crackhead. One of the things I just never pictured him to be, and that was exactly why he chose to do that role. So I will say this: he did an excellent job, and Power is brilliant because they left the door wide ass open for him to come back and do more. So, congratulations to Kendrick Lamar for killing that. Let me do some movie scoop and then we can get the heck up out of here. Y'all know I love movies. I will go to the movies every day of the week if I didn't have to drive an hour into town. But this morning I posted the brand new trailer for Venom, starring Tom Hardy. He's a cutie. Like, he got like that rugged, I'll beat it up and maybe I might apologize later type of look about him. But shout out to Tom Hardy. But yeah, that Venom trailer, I'm here for that. I might have to say a few prayers before I go to bed, but I'm here for that. It looks like it's going to be very, very good. And it's going to be in theaters, I believe, October 5th. It's either the 5th or the 15th. Let me just check my calendar just to make sure, so that you can mark your calendars now, because it's going to be good. Let's see. It will be in theaters on October 5th. I was right. I got to trust my instincts sometimes. But yeah, so watch the new trailer for Venom at icecreamconvos.com. It is good. It is very good. And I think that you're going to like it. And I hope the film is as good as the trailer. Sony Pictures has released a new trailer for Slender Man, and so you can check that out. We are giving away tickets to the Dog Days Atlanta advanced screening. So if you are in the Atlanta area and you want to come out and go to the movies with me, then visit the site and go ahead and scoop your tickets. I'm giving away 15 pairs of tickets to that screening. And I have the new trailer for Aquaman and Godzilla 2 King of Monsters on the site. Okay? So with that being said, I guess I'll go ahead and wrap up this particular episode of the ICC podcast. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for tuning in. It is always a pleasure to come and shoot the breeze with you. Just a few things for you to note and to remember. On Friday nights, I do live chats on Facebook. So if you want to see me talk about some of the top stories in entertainment and celebrity news, you can do so on Friday night. I usually clock in about 10 o'clock and we just go from there. However way the spirit moves us. So I'm thinking about actually moving that Friday night chat to YouTube, but we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. I won't put the cart before the horse with that one. But in the meantime, just check me out on Facebook on Friday nights at 10 o'clock. We do a live chat. It's very fun. You can come in and tell me what you want me to talk about. You can give me direct feedback. I can answer questions, anything you want to chit chat about. And also follow us on social media. On Facebook, we're facebook.com/ice cream convos. On Twitter, we're twitter.com/ice cream convos. And on Instagram, we are instagram.com/ice cream convos with the _. Also, connect with me. I'm on social media. I am on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Just put in Ice Cream Convos and put in Xavi and you'll find me. And last but certainly not least, if you would be so kind as to go and subscribe to the Ice Cream Convos YouTube page, I'll make sure I have all the linkage in the information areas of the podcast. But if you would be so kind to subscribe, because I really need to get to, I think it's 1,000 subscribers I need to get to before I can collect a coin. So I need to go ahead and get to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. And I also need to get to 5,000 subscribers on my personal Instagram so I can connect with some of these influencers and see if I can get y'all some free stuff. So with that being said, stay blessed. Thank you as always for supporting Ice Cream Convos. Have a great day. Enjoy the rest of the week, and we will reconvene on Friday in the live chat to talk about everything that happened in entertainment and celebrity news from this point forward. All right. So have a great day. Love you guys.